What's happening, peeps? It's your boy Henny Wrestling. Welcome to another episode of Henny Wrestling Podcast. Now, I usually do it on audio, but I decided to put it on a video because it's just going to be on YouTube as well. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for every video that I post. You guys be the first ones to know. Please hit the like button, because if you don't hit the like button, the YouTube algorithm is not going to tell me. So please hit that like button as much as possible. All my social media platforms, I'll leave the link in the description below through Linktree. You're going to see Linktree, and when you click on that, you're going to see all my social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Anchor, all of that. So in this episode, I'm going to give my predictions for We Are Wrestling. Welcome to the Bronx. Finally going to a wrestling show in the Bronx. I have gone to wrestling shows in all the boroughs except one borough, and that I'm living in right now, and that is the Bronx. Throughout last year, I've been to New Jersey, Poughkeepsie, Northeast wrestling. I don't think I've been Brooklyn. Brooklyn for Jobber Slam, Queens for Lil Boom. Before the pandemic, it was Queens, Brooklyn, Baltimore, Maryland for the first ever AEW Full Gear show. Last year as well, in New Jersey, 6 times, because twice for We Are Wrestling, 2 times for Battle Club Pro. We had Invictus, and then Global Syndicate Wrestling. Matter of fact, 7, because ETU made their debut as well. 7 times I went to Knights of Columbus, which is ridiculous. But I've been there many times last year, and this year has been Jersey, Queens, Long Island. Last year I went to Staten Island for Warriors of Wrestling because Genocide was there, so I went over there for to support her. But there's been one borough that I haven't went to, and that is the Bronx. And I was this close not going because there was certain things in my personal life going on, and I said, I'm not missing this. I'm not missing this. Like, if I have to sacrifice a big event and not meet Roy Jones the following week, then so be it. But I'm not missing this event. I'm already sponsoring a match. I'm not gonna say which match I'm a sponsor. I'm already sponsoring it. I am not losing this opportunity. I'm not losing this opportunity for We Are Wrestling. Welcome to the Bronx. This is my first ever going to a Bronx wrestling show. I'm not missing this. If I have to ask my supervisor to take a couple of days off to take care of what I need to take care of and just show up to 2 days of work, fine, I'll do it. But I'm not missing this show. And we was able to take care of the schedule. So God willing, I'll be in the Bronx for We Are Wrestling. Welcome to the Bronx. So with that being said, I did mention that I'm sponsoring a match for this show. This will be my final time sponsoring for a wrestling show. I'll say the most I will push is summertime. That's probably the time. That's probably I would push the most. This year alone, I know last year everybody was like, man, like being wrestlers and this, that, but that stimulus check came a long way. And then this year, I'm paying the consequences for the decision that I took last year that cost me this year. Like, don't get me wrong, I did sponsor for wrestling shows. I sponsor a couple of main events, but that decision that I made really hurt me, and I'm paying the consequences for it. So all my people that try to upgrade or level up, you want to make sure that if you do move to whether a certain trainer or certain wrestling school, whatever the case may be, You want to make sure, you need to make sure that it is to level you up, is to upgrade you and not downgrade you. Because there's some people, because unfortunately there are a group of people in life that sees your talent, sees your gift, and they will use it for them, and they will milk that for them. And then when you got nothing left, you're out there high and dry, and they forgot who the hell you are. They didn't forget about you when you had the talent. They didn't forget about you when they needed you the most. But when you needed them, or when your back is against the wall, you was an afterthought. So please, if you're in a lane that you are striving, you are progressing, you are doing well, stay in that lane until you are secure that when you are you're ready to switch a lane, is to upgrade you and not downgrade you. Because that's what happened to me this year. I was staying in my nice lane last year, and then I got so excited I decided to switch that lane, not knowing that lane was to downgrade me and not upgrade me. So please, guys, be very careful. Make very, very sure that if you're gonna go from one place to another, and it's to upgrade you, not downgrade. And then if you're like me, because I always say, oh, please stay in touch with me if anything happens. No, just see it right through them. See it right through them. Don't even be like, yo, let me know. No, see it right through them. Because there's people that won't let you know. So you better off see it right through them before you make any moves. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not Mr. Know-It-All, but I don't want none of you guys to go through what I went through. Alright? So let's go with the first match. Rumble in the Bronx. It'll probably look like a battle royal, maybe Royal Rumble WWE style. A lot of people that I know is going to be there. Matt Awesome, Nikolai White, Ben Rutan, Ruthless Lala. Who is going to be a Montequilla, but I don't know how badly Montequilla it is, because my man got hurt. He was supposed to he was supposed to fight against Nolo for the 6-way title. I don't know if he's going to participate in the Rumble in the Bronx. Heck, I don't even know if he's going to be in a 6-way scramble match at Invictus Pro Wrestling come November 13th. This is whack. Like, I was looking forward to see Monte at We Are Wrestling. So I don't know what's really going to happen. All I know is a wrestler from the Bronx needs to win. That's what, it doesn't matter who. A wrestler from the Bronx needs to win. Shout out to Shotgun. I forgot Shotgun Adams is going to be there too. It needs to be a wrestler that was born in the Bronx to win this Rumble in the Bronx. Now, the only way I see a wrestler win outside of the Bronx, if they're gonna start building a storyline in We Are Wrestling. But other than that, I should see someone from the Bronx wins this Rumble match. That's all I'm saying. And if I have to pick, I love everyone. I'm gonna go with Matt Awesome. Listen, Matt Awesome, tú esto aquí. I need you to use this and take it all away. You see this? Use it. Use it, darn it. I'm picking Matt Awesome to win this Rumble. Let's see what happens, but this is very hard to pick, because it's like anyone can win this Rumble match in the Bronx. So, but I'm rolling with Matt Awesome. Let's see what happens from here on out. Aaron Bam Bam versus Savannah Evans. Oh boy, Kofi from Dirty Heels is gonna try to shoot his shot with Savannah Evans. Boy, you better hope you shoot like Curry and Klay Thompson. Don't be like LeBron James when he was close to the logo of the Lakers and shot nothing but air ball. Forget about having air conditioning in California. Might as well bring a fan, because he shot nothing but air. I hope you don't do that when you try to shoot your shot with Savannah Evans. Anyways, Ooh, power versus power. It's gonna be a tough one. I just saw highlights of Karen Bandman. I was like, she don't play. She don't play. This is tough. This is tough. And Savannah Evans, she's an Impact wrestler. I'm hoping that Evans and Tasha Steelz, I love Tasha Steelz, shout out to Tasha Steelz, part ways and become her own self in Impact Wrestling. We'll see that down the road, but for now, I know she's still with Tasha Steelz, but I'm hoping that down the road she becomes her own person in Impact Wrestling. With this one, I'm gonna roll with Savannah Evans. It won't surprise me if Karen Bandman wins this. It won't, because you got two powerhouses here. But I'm rolling with Savannah Evans, picking up the dub. Now, this was supposed to be a fatal four-way. I forgot the fourth competitor, but the fourth wrestler was hurt. I forgot this podcast. It was Toe, Gigi, Matt Awesome, and Pete Rosado was there. I forgot the name of the podcast. I suck. I apologize. I don't know. I should have known, but I apologize. But we got a triple threat. Who's that Puerto Rican artist says, I like it like that. Now we ain't talking about Cardi B. Like, Tom Brady, come over here, Hail Mary that name all the way to the trash can. Anyways, we got that triple threat between Marcus Matters, Mr. James. It's Evander James, but it's Mr. James and Mr. 485 himself. Top 500 wrestlers in the world. The God figure himself. Jay Bougie. This triple threat is looking on paper, this looks fire. If you have seen these three guys wrestle, these guys can go. Oh my God. This is gonna be fire. I know it should be a fatal four-way because the last three shows. The last three shows, we had fatal four-ways. In December of 2021, we had Casey Navarro, Smiley, Brother Greatness, and Rob Killjoy. In May, we had Desmond Cole, Gabriel Sky, Alec Price, and Saisaba. We were supposed to have, I forgot the name that Pete Rosado said during the podcast. Then Marcus Matter, Mr. James, and Jay Bougie. But this triple threat, listen, you guys talk about things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason. I like this. It's gonna be fire. I can't wait. I love all three of them. Marcus Matters impressed me a lot at the last ETU wrestling show. He really came up short to become the ETU Key to the East champion. He went to the finals against Masha. He came up short, but he really impressed me in the first two matches he had. When he faced Matt Tremont, he impressed me. Then he faced the Black Nature Boy. I forgot his name. He beat him, and coming up short against Masha during that time, he really impressed me. Mr. James, I have seen him at HOG. He's a different character now in HOG, but this man can go. I'm thinking like, why the hell he did that to King Brawler at HOG? But other than that, this man can wrestle. And Jay Bougie, y'all already know. This man can talk, he can wrestle, he can do all things, and he's only gonna get better. And I see that, he's starting to go to the gym. He started to clang and bang, dude trying to look Aki, man. Like, he's really trying to step up, and that's what you need to do in the world of professional wrestling. When you're a professional wrestler, you cannot be complacent, because the moment you become complacent is the moment a wrestler rising up can take your spot. And I like that Bougie is continue to work, and it looks like this 485, him being the top 500 in this year's PWI, Pro Wrestling Illustrated. I know a lot of people would think that, that got in his head, but on the other hand, it looks like it's motivating him to get better, so he can get to the top of the Pro Wrestling Illustrated list. I'm gonna have to roll with Jay Bougie, and not because he is my guy. He got a lot to prove, because if you guys follow Jay Bougie, he is no longer with TakeOver. His first match in We Are Wrestling, it was a 6-way scramble. He won. He was supposed to face Gamble, but PJ Savage got in the match. Now he's by himself, and I think him proving that he could do this by himself will show people that he is legit. I feel like he got something off his sleeve too. This triple threat match is gonna be ridiculous. I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm gonna roll with Jay Bougie. I think he got something to prove to everyone, because he's no longer with TakeOver, like I said. And I think with this W, he will prove to people like he's gonna get there. And I forgot this guy from Wrestling World, Brian Waters, I believe that's his name. You can correct me if I'm wrong. He's gonna be there too. He thinks he's Jay Bougie Lucky Charm, but hey, the last couple of times he was there, Bougie picked up the dub. So let's see what happens. But I'm rolling with Jay Bougie winning the triple threat match. Take witness. God bless. Big Game Leroy versus Rayman. Yeah, Rayman. I know I didn't see Big Game Leroy at the last show. The last show, I'll say in December 2021. He was supposed to face Saeed for the Invictus social media champion at that time, but Saeed couldn't make it, and he had a match with KJ Mack, and he retained the social media title. I mean, he lost it a couple of months later. Now he's facing Rayman. Like I seen him a lot at Battle Club Pro. I seen him in a tag team match with Yaya. The last show We Are Wrestling. We're gonna talk about Yaya's match in a few. But this is gonna be an intense one. I do expect Rayman to really bring out the aggressiveness of Big Game Leroy. So let's see what happens, but I'm gonna roll with Leroy on this and continue three wins already on We Are Wrestling, because he did win the first show. He did retain the social media champion while he was champion, and now here I think he'll win this match. It won't surprise me if Raymond wins, because that's a big dude and he can go. But I'm rolling with Big Game Leroy on this one. It's a Bronx street fight between Chris Barton and Yaya. They're gonna settle this beef. They're gonna settle this feud once and for all. Everything started when Barton didn't have anything for nothing for We Are Wrestling the first show. Yaya was in a triple threat match between him, Yoya, and Steve Pena. Shout out to Steve Pena, unified champion in Battle Club Pro. Talk to him nice. Yaya wins the triple threat. They just started talking crazy to each other. Then Barton came out of nowhere, just took his freaking head off. I never seen someone take Yaya's head off like that. Goodness gracious. And then the second show, which they had a match. I sponsored that match, and I thought that match was gonna stop because Yaya did that crazy move that he usually do. That he runs, he jumps over the rope, it's just ridiculous. I thought that was gonna stop because of the fact that Yaya landed, but there's no pad on the floor. So I thought the match was going to be over, but they continue. With the assist of Dominic, Barton won the match with the brass knuckle. Night. And Barton won. And then the last show, it was a tag team match between Fight or Die, Barton and Dominic, Yaya and Rayman, who we just spoke about. He's having a match with Big Game New York on Friday. Rayman and Yaya teamed up against Fight or Die. And then Yaya and Rayman picks up the win in that tag team match. And now we have the Bronx street fight between Barton and Yaya. I can't pick this one. I don't know who's going to come up top. I don't know who's going to win this match. I can't pick this one because I love both of them. I really do. I can't pick here. I can't. All I can say is whoever's in the right place at the right time is going to win the match. It's just going to be a tough street fight. I just can't pick. I just can't. Because if I pick Barton, Yaya's gonna come after me. If I pick Yaya, Barton's gonna come after me. So it's like, I can't do this, man. I can't. I can't do this. All I can say is, whoever makes the first mistake is going to lose this match. It's a very tough one. Let's go with the 6-man tag. Prolific versus the Miracle Ones. Ichiba #1. He's gonna be there. I can't wait to see him perform. I haven't seen him wrestle in person since STP versus Takeover in May. I can't wait to see him again. And he got buddies. And we have a trios match here. Prolific, I've seen them a lot. They wrestle against STP for the Ring of Honor 6-man World Tag Titles on the first Java Slam show. And I don't know how the Miracle Ones work, but Prolific is no joke. They're really no joke. Isaiah Wolf, my man, is doing his thing. Marquise, do his thing, and then that big man, oh, forget about it. This is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a fun match, but I'm going to roll with Prolific. I think Prolific is going to pick up the win. I think they're going to have something up their sleeves to pick up the dub. So, I'm rolling with Prolific. I hope I did that right. I'm not going to do that again. Anthony Gamble versus Lucas Chase. This is gonna be a hard hit. This is gonna be a hard hitting match. This is gonna be a hard hitting match. Woo-hoo-hoo. I've seen Lucas Chase highlights. He's no slouch. He is no joke. And my man talked that talk doing his promos for this match here. And Gamble as well, but this is gonna be a tough one. The reason why I'm gonna go with Gamble, because Gamble haven't won a match since the first pre-show We Are Wrestling. When the pre-show started in We Are Wrestling, like, this man impressed me. Like, this dude took someone's head off in a fatal 4-way during the pre-show We Are Wrestling, August of 2021. Dude took someone's head off. Like, I was like, who the heck is this dude? But my man's getting a lot of eyes. Like, after this, I don't know what he has around in November, but December, he's making his ETU wrestling debut. And I might mess around and go over there, because I know I said that I'm not gonna go a lot of wrestling shows unless it's like a big name and stuff. But I might mess around and go to ETU just to see my boy do his thing. You know, and I know the Battle Club family is going to be there too, because he's part of the Battle Club. He's part of the Fallout Shelter. He's the captain of Fallout Shelter. So I might mess around and go over there come December. But this is going to be a hard-hitting match. Lucas Chase is no slouch. But I'm rolling with Anthony Gamble. I know I said it, but I'm rolling with Anthony Gamble. He haven't won We Are Wrestling He haven't had a W in We Are Wrestling when he got in the main card, because he was in a 6-way scramble in December. Was this close, took the L train. He was supposed to face Jay Bougie, but he ended up facing PJ Savage. He took the L train there. Now he's facing Lucas Chase. Probably one of the biggest challenges in his career by far. This is gonna be a hard hitting. This is gonna be a tough one, but I'm rolling with Gamble. Gamble needs this win. He needs this win, especially when We Are Wrestling gonna start bringing belts out. He needs to start winning. So I'm rolling with Anthony Gamble on this one. When I saw this man gave the running boot to one of Rob Killjoy's group members, I knew this match was going to happen. The All-Father, acknowledge him. Darius Carter versus Rob Killjoy. I knew this match was going to happen as soon as the match between Rob Killjoy and Jay Lethal at the last show We Are Wrestling was over. Dude came out of nowhere and just sent Rob Killjoy's boys straight to the shadow realm, straight to another dimension with that boot. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I thought when We Are Wrestling made official that Jay Lethal was gonna be in Richfield Park, New Jersey, I thought Darius Carter was gonna be the guy that was gonna face Jay Lethal. I was like, Carter is 2-1. Like, yeah, he lost to Trisha Dora, but he defeated. During that time he was 1-1, and he had that comeback win against Bounty Keith. And I was like, okay, he might face Jay Lethal. Darius Carter might face Jay Lethal. This might be the opportunity for Darius Carter to get a wrestling contract. It's a crime that this man is not traveling across the United States, getting that green, getting that stack, getting that paper. It's disgusting that this man is not in California, in Texas, in Florida, in Pennsylvania, in Chicago. Like, it's ridiculous that this man, he's not traveling every single weekend to wrestle. It's ridiculous. It really is. This man, he may not flip, he may not do flips, he may not have this luchador mentality or like a Keith Lee, Brian Cage, that he could move like a cruiserweight and hit like a heavyweight, but I love the entrance. His entrance, ridiculous. His wrestling abilities, love it. I love his wrestling abilities. Like, he doesn't flip or anything, but he breaks you down. He has this ring IQ that, like, he knows what he's doing and he knows where he's at all times. If that doesn't give these old school wrestlers orgasms, I don't know what will. But this man should be either on these top indie wrestling promotions or at least on TV. Because, dog, I didn't know about Darius Carter till that tournament that Battle Club Pro had for the franchise title. This man, as much as he's like a heel and people don't like him, but this man is money. He is money. And it's just mind-blowing that this man is not on TV. It's mind-blowing that he don't even have a Major League Wrestling contract. You know what is that? You know what is that? That he doesn't even have a Major League Wrestling contract? Not even Impact? It's ridiculous. But let's talk about this match. It's gonna be a seesaw match. I say that because I feel like Rob Killjoy his emotions might get the best of him. And I feel like Darius Carter might take advantage of that. If Rob Killjoy comes in with emotion full of anger, full of wrath, Darius Carter's gonna take advantage of that, and he's gonna break Rob Killjoy down. But if Rob Killjoy comes in with a focus and see the task in front of him, knowing that he needs a W after losing one of the biggest matches of his wrestling career against Jay Lethal, then he has a chance to win against Darius Carter. But I'm gonna roll with Darius Carter on this one. I think Carter's gonna find a way to win, or I might be wrong about this. Well, what if the dude turns on Rob Killjoy? Let's see what happens, but I'm gonna roll with Darius Carter going 3-1 in We Are Wrestling. I'm rolling with Darius Carter to get the dub. Last but not least, I ain't gonna lie, these two are my favorites. Janai Kai versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Shout out to Pete Rosado once again. Shout out to Pete Rosado once again. What a match we are going to see November 4th. We Are Wrestling. Welcome to the Bronx. Listen, either you're coming on Friday or you can watch this on Title Match Network. This, if you love karate, taekwondo, kickboxing, whatever the case may be, this is for you. Speedball Mike Bailey, man. I can't say nothing bad about this guy. He's top 30 in this year's PWI, former X Division champion. I thought he was gonna win at Bound for Glory, but they didn't give him that moment. Impact, you suck for that. I seen him at JCW in the summer. I sponsored one of his, me and Figure King, we sponsored one of the matches he had with Gabriel Rosario. Well, I said Gabriel Rosario. Gabriel Sky. I'm thinking boxing. Excuse me. Me and my boy Figure King, we sponsored the main event of Invictus Pro Wrestling. It was Speedball Mike Bailey versus Gabriel Sky. Then I also saw Mike Bailey at ETU. He won the Fatal 4-Way for that ETU Key to the East Championship tournament. He had a crazy match with Masha Slamovich in the semis. He came up short. He got eliminated by Masha, but Janai Kai. Whew. Ever since I found out that she was like, she has like some sort of Dominican in her, I became Chris Jericho, and y'all just said, you just made a list. The last couple of shows that I seen Janai Kai wrestle in person. Unfortunately, I couldn't see her. Unfortunately, I couldn't go yesterday to House of Glory. She had a match with Ultraviolet. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it to House of Glory. Sucks. But the last two shows that I seen Janai Kai wrestle, she got the dub. She beat Tristan Todd. This is like one of her biggest wins of her wrestling career, defeating Tristan Todd, who was rocking with Jacob Fatu, Simon Gotch, and all the guys that was with Contra at Major League Wrestling. Janai Kai got a W over Tristan Todd. Janai Kai had a W over Bonesaw. Bonesaw, she is no female to mess. She had the W at Java Slam 2 this summer that passed. This match is going to be ridiculous. I can't wait. And as much as I love Janai Kai, I think they're gonna give this W to Speedball Mike Bailey. Mans couldn't travel here for a while. And now that he is able to, like, my man is to show up, whatever you want to call it. Man became X Division champion. Unfortunately, he lost the belt at Bound for Glory. Should have won, but it is what it is. I'm rolling with Speedball Mike Bailey winning this intergender wrestling match. So those are my picks. You guys can comment down below and let me know who you think is gonna win in those matches. But We Are Wrestling, welcome to the Bronx. It's right around the corner. I cannot wait. Today's Sunday. Let's get through Sunday. Let's get through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Let's get through that midday Friday, and then that Friday night to the Bronx. I can't wait. So for those who I will see at We Are Wrestling, welcome to the Bronx. God willing, I'll see you guys on Friday. And those who I don't, you can catch it on Title Network or my blog trip if you're one of my subscribers. So once again, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell for all videos that I post. You guys be the first ones to know. Please hit that like button as much as you can, because if you don't, the YouTube algorithm will not help you. I'll leave all my social media platforms in the link description below through Linktree. I will also put We Are Wrestling social media platforms in the link description below. Now this is if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're listening to this through podcast, you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can follow We Are Wrestling at Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So next podcast episode, I think I will probably do it before heading to We Are Wrestling, welcome to the Bronx. My predictions for Saturday's Crown Jewel. I'm either going to talk about that either Thursday or Friday before going to Welcome to the Bronx. We Are Wrestling, welcome to the Bronx. It all depends if they have it all depends how they got all the matches set. If I see they have it set before Friday, then I'll give my prediction Thursday. But let's see what happens. Let's see how it goes. But I think I'm better off giving my predictions for Crown Jewel Thursday, because I think everything's gonna be set. And then Friday, you got Friday Night SmackDown, and then they have to head to Saudi Arabia for the show. So that'll be the next episode for Henny Wrestling Podcast. I will do the same thing like I'm doing now with We Are Wrestling. So with that being said, guys, it's your boy Henny Wrestling, grown man who loves God and wrestling. Always remember, God is good. Keep God first. I'll see you guys next time.